Jacksonville Pool.
All right, what is up, everybody? Tim Jones here, the voice of Jacksonville Pool, bringing you one final stream of the evening here. Team that was defense versus Krusty Q's here. And I'm joined by a very special guest. I'm going to let him do his own little intro here. Hit him with it, brother.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Max Fowler from Stroking It Billiards. It is awesome to finally get to sit down with Tim, the voice of Jacksonville Pool, watch a little bit of APA. Really excited to be here. When you play APA, you know, you see the same people on league nights. You go to Tri-Cups, World Qualifiers. Every once in a while you might see a few new faces, but this is pretty awesome. I mean, we got players from Arkansas, Alabama, Georgia. I mean, like, literally the room is filled with players that I've never met, so it's pretty cool to get, you know, watch some people I've never seen play a little bit of pool.
It's definitely great, man, and it bodes back to what I was talking about earlier on the live stream here. I know you were busy running around capturing a bunch of different footage as well here. This man's been busting his butt all day long. Look forward to seeing some of that content on your YouTube page as well here. And one more time for everybody back there, what's the name of the YouTube page again?
It is Stroking It Billiards.
Stroking It Billiards, guys. Make sure and like, subscribe. Takes just a moment. That's a big support for all of us streamers, right? Like,
oh, yeah.
I get that takes a second of your time. You're like, why should I? All I ask is that if you already enjoy the content, that's our one ask for you, right?
Yeah.
It isn't a charge to you. It doesn't cost you a dime. 1 second every time. Hit the button.
And it's a little motivation, you know. Every time you go on, you see a new subscriber, you see a good comment. It's like, all right, you know what? Let's get it going. You know what I mean? Gives you a little mojo.
It definitely does. So we got Team Krusty Q's. I keep wanting to say Krusty Krabs here. They're wearing the yellow on purpose, without a doubt, trying to do it to us here. Versus Team That Was Defense. Luckily here they play a little swapperoo. That's why I flipped the names around again. I always try to cheat. So the team in the yellow is Krusty Q's. That Was Defense is on the right-hand side. Waiting on an update as for what their lineup's going to be, and we'll kick everything off in high gear. Luckily, again, Krusty Q's trying to cheat a little bit for us here with the team jerseys. Makes our job a little easier here. So, did you get to see the last matchup that we just got done having?
I did not.
Oh, my gosh.
I heard it was awesome.
It was. Champa Bay was out there, and, again, that was the second-place team from last year, and it was 5-5. It was tied up. And, I mean, it stayed tied up throughout almost the entire thing. We had an amazing defensive battle from Miss Erica versus Mr. Ray here. Erica was a 5, Ray was a 7. And, I mean, I'm talking about it again, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but if there was anything less than probably 7 or 8 innings total of just straight defensive shots, back and forth, it was amazing.
Oh.
Here you go, if you grab that for me.
Those are nail biters, man. When you get in those deep little defensive matches, you know what I mean? It's like with each defense, the tension in the match just goes up and up and up.
It really does. I definitely agree with you without a doubt. It was a nail biter. I still got I got part of one fingernail left for sure, so I'm good for tomorrow at least. So we'll see what happens here. Guys, I'm doing a quick little copy down of the teams here.
Yeah, there's been some really awesome matches here. I saw a few of my friends that I play with out of Mount Dora had a match over on table 8. They were behind, I believe, 3 matches. Came back, won 2 in a row, and then one of their players, Jen, got a little bit of a iffy combo, 2-ball, 9-ball, and, I mean, nailed it. Won the match for her team. It was awesome.
I love it.
I think we might be getting ready to lag here.
Let's see here. I'm getting some quick numbers. Ooh, what a throw here. Guys, I can't wait to tell you about this. Let's pass this back on over. I believe it's the gentleman right there in the gray. So check this out here. If I'm seeing this correctly, I have to double check, but Krusty Q's here. Looks like they're running a skill level 4, 4, 4, 4, 6.
Oh, wow.
I'm double checking it here. So first up in that battle here is going to be Dixie. Let me make sure I got the roster in front of me. Yep, Dixie Tommy, skill level 4. Eric Evans up next, skill level 4. We got Jamie Kendall, again, skill level 4. Melanie, team captain Donnelly, if I'm saying that right, skill level 4. And then Edward here to finish out. Edward Gouchin, if I'm saying that right here, skill level 6. Interesting.
Wow.
Kind of throw here. I mean, 22 skill level points still, so they're right under the 23. Whereas you got just a smidgen. Almost like somebody threw like a little somebody was like, your chicken's not seasoned. They threw a little pepper into it. I know where you're like, look, season it. But on the other side for team, that was defense here. You are running a 4-4-4-5-6. So first up is Miss Amanda to start us off, Amanda Hyatt. And then Brittany will be up next there. Brittany Rogers, again, skill level 4, confirmed. Kelly there, Simpson, skill level 4 as well here. Yep. Curtis, skill level 5. And then last but not least, Sean, team captain, skill level 6. Ooh, I like having the captain there in the last slot. That's pretty cool. So captain for Krusty Hughes will be in the 4th slot. And for that was defense in the 5th slot as well here. Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. Looks like the ladies are. What? We ain't got a yellow uniform here. I'm going to be confused here. Just kidding.
Ooh.
Well, I do know for sure that is Miss Amanda on the right here.
Yeah, these tables are deceivingly fast.
They definitely are. I'm actually kind of proud of the tables. I've been around a couple of valleys and seen how they play and stuff, and there's some definitely assumptions that you have about a valley, positive, negative, but you have assumptions about them. And these tables, if I didn't see that was marked valley, I'd be like, this ain't a valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a valley. No, this is not a valley table. I've been to multiple bars, and I know how valleys run. Like, I know what the pockets do.
There's no beer stains.
Yeah. This is not a valley. Nope, these are definitely valleys.
Yeah. I mean, I've played tri-cups here, world qualifiers.
Oh,
and it
you
is.
got to enjoy this place a little bit.
Oh yeah, I respect them a lot for how much they maintain all the tables. For having so many tables, they're very well maintained.
It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. And again, I love the venue here. This place has been fantastic already. I think I'm gonna get to enjoy some barbecue here once we're done streaming for the night. Cause they got some leg quarters, some smoked barbecue leg quarters that I want to take advantage of. So.
Huge shout out Moose Lodge.
Yeah.
766. Thank you guys.
Miss Amanda, that was defense starting us off here. Amanda, we've captured your good side, I promise you. Look at that. She told me to capture a good side. I told her that's the only side I know how to capture. So keep in mind, we do start off an 8-ball. Quite a few new names coming into the stream here. Just talk about it real fast. This is the team captains format. Now, have you ever played in a team captains format before there, Max?
I have.
Okay.
It's very interesting. You got to be very strategic in who you throw and who play. Who's going to play 8, who's going to play 9, what they're stronger at, which they play better. It is definitely different than your average. Hey, we're just playing 8-ball, we're just playing 9-ball kind of format.
The thing I find interesting on this, at least in team captains, you have your 5-man roster overall, but you only throw 3. And so if you go the gauntlet and both teams have to get to 5 points, well then all 3 players have the chance to play all 3 times.
Yes.
So your finish person is always going to be your highest skill level person. Whereas in this format, if you go the gauntlet and you're racing the 7 on both sides, actually your 3rd person on the roster is going to be the person to finish off the leg of the race, which is interesting because you need to kind of take that into consideration to an extent.
Oh yeah.
And think about it for a second, and especially. Like, if we look at both these teams throwing multiple 4s, they can rearrange those 4s as they please.
Yeah. It's going to be definitely interesting to watch. It's not one of these matches where I always tell people, in my opinion, the most dangerous skill levels are 4s and 5s.
Yes,
because they've got the skill, you know what I mean? They're pretty good shots, but they don't need the same amount of racks or balls that a 6 or 7 needs. So especially when you're a higher level player, if you're a 7 and you go up and they're like, hey, we threw a strong 4 or 5 on you, it's like, ugh.
Oh, dude, I was talking about on the stream earlier. Guys, he just said the same thing. We were having kind of an argument back and forth as for what the toughest race is out there. And I personally think a 5 versus a 7, I think that's one of the toughest races a 7 will ever go down on. Now, granted, you can make the excuse, what if it's a new 5? Like, we can get into nuances if you really want to get down nitty-gritty, but I think in general that 5-3 race here, and usually in most cases a 5 knows how to play some defensive shots, at least decent, may not perfect, but decent to really kind of bind you up some and can get you in a bit of a pickle. So,
and they'll run some balls. I mean, you rattle, leave a ball in the pocket. Next thing you know, they make 5 balls, 6 balls. I mean, they only got to get to 38 if you're playing 9-ball.
It is dangerous. So dangerous here. Chris Daniels here asking about his dad. Christian Daniels here. They should be playing this round, Chris. Now, I haven't seen Team Christian's Angels. It's one of the teams from Jacksonville here. I do have to say, unfortunately, thank you, come again here. The TYCA team from Jacksonville, unfortunately, got knocked out last round. So They are not playing. They're out of it.
Everything's down on one end of the table.
I love it. Chat talking about that was my people from Panama City. Yes, sir. Yeah, everything is dirty on this down end of the table. It's going to take a minute.
A lot of traffic.
Now, do you have any main teams that you're rooting on for this tournament? Anyone in particular that you're like, hey, like, these are my boys over here?
I'll be honest with you. Rusty's my guy.
Rusty's your guy?
I
all right,
love Rusty.
all right.
Yeah, huge shout out to Rusty. Ronnie McNish and Jen's team, play with them over at Fat Cats.
Okay.
But yeah, it's between those two. Those are definitely, I'd say, the two I'm rooting for. But I'm
Good.
biased. You know what I mean?
You should
we play
be.
together. So
Yeah. That's why I laughed this morning whenever, because, again, nobody's going to believe it. I'll still tell the story, but nobody's going to believe that Jacksonville team got on the stream first thing this morning and that I didn't have a hand in it. But honestly, what happened is the team they were against plays out of here, and that's why Kim was like, this team plays out of here. Let's go and get them on the stream. I'm like, that's a phenomenal idea. Like, home team, I'm down. And as she's, like, moving the paper away from me, face to go set down, I see at the bottom of the list, I see Rosa Gonzalez's name, who I actually started off playing pool with on a team. And I look, I'm like, I see the rest of the names. I'm like, did you do that on purpose, kid? She's like, do what? I'm like, that's the Jacksonville team. She's like, no, but is it really? That works out so good. And I was like, well, it's hilarious. I said, but they're going to be like, Tim, what did you do?
it's a conspiracy.
Well, I always tell them, too, like when I'm streaming somewhere else, I'm streaming on behalf of that area, that tournament. Like, I can't always go request and be like, hey, like, I want a Jacksonville team. Like, there's a lot of teams to show, you know what I mean? Like, that's not fair if I'm always, like, trying to pull and get my guys on here when I'm blessed to get to be home and get to do live streams there anyways.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Got to spread the love.
Got to spread the love. All these teams are competing. All these different APAs that come together to participate in this tournament, put money towards this tournament, travel, all that jazz. I mean, this is a lot to get this to happen. A lot of people took time off from work, so. Javi over there saying, let's go, Kachobi. Show the love here. Show the love. Ooh, little body English there. Coming from Miss Dixie for the crusty Q's.
One thing I will say, having played on these tables, the cloth, I'm not 100% sure what kind of cloth they use, but it does not grip, draw, bottom English. Does not grip very well, if you know what I mean. The cue ball, when you play a lot of bottom on these tables, tends to want to slide a bit.
Yes, it does.
Instead of really biting and pulling and drawing back. I've heard so many people today like, I put bottom on that shot. And I put so much draw and it just followed the ball right in and scratched. Yep. I'm like, yeah, you got to really be careful, mindful of that on these tables.
You do. Fresh cloth, they get you every time. And again, that's where I think being like, oh, it's a valid table. Will get you in trouble. It's fresh cloth, baby. Like, it don't matter.
Oh, yeah. You can definitely tell the people that walked in and, right off the rip were like, oh, look at these bar tables. Mm-hmm. As soon as they get on, they're like, these tables are so fast.
Sharon saying, I see you, son. Sharon, who's your son? Or Sharon Williams? Do you know who that is?
Sharon Williams.
Chris, your dad's team playing tomorrow will all boil down to them winning tonight. They are playing right now somewhere in this room. I don't know where. I know I heard them called earlier, but it'll all boil down to them playing tomorrow. Your next question is going to be if they're going to be on the live stream. I got no promises as for who's on the live stream tomorrow, only that the live stream will be starting right off the bat first thing in the morning, I believe, at 9 a.m. like we did today. We got a long day of play. It's time to start knocking some teams out of the tournament. So you already started knocking a little bit right now. This will be the last round of the day, but 16 out of the 64 teams will be gone after this is said and done. Sharon, feel free to let us know who you're giving a shout to. Maybe your son's on one of the two teams here. Definitely want to give your son a shout out here on the stream. Show him the love and support. Guys on YouTube, y'all are being mighty quiet now. Let me know what's going on over there. Good little back and forth from both ladies here again. Both skill level 4s.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, talk about back and forth. She just rode between the rails right there. I love it. She was like, did he say something about back and forth? Let's go. I like back and forth. I like doing it. 2 stripes remain here for Miss Dixie.
That 8 ball is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Locked up with that 2 already. Much less getting to the 8 ball.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Well, we had a little breather room. The 5 and 10 was like, nah, we're prom dates. We're back. Love it. Everybody in chat here for Team Krusty Q's here. Miss Dixie, I love it.
Yeah, got a lot of support.
This is good. Hey, what comes next on the YouTube side saying nice defense? Love it. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here.
Oh, my buddy Jim.
Oh, was that from the YouTube?
Yes. Yeah.
And he said Jim?
Jim, yeah.
What's up, Jim?
He's got a nice little channel.
Hey, you ready for this? Watch this. Watch this. Hi, Jim. Oh, man.
Yeah, shout out to what comes next. He's definitely a startup, but he's doing good things. He's a good guy. Get this nice and thin. Ooh. I got that little cluster back in front of the 2 ball.
I predict we still got a few more swings at this matchup
Oh, definitely.
before we finally break free. Nice. Buddy Jim said just hanging out, be here tomorrow. Very cool.
Oh, nice. Let's see you tomorrow, Jim. Uh-oh. Okay, we got a little breakout. Everybody's on their own.
Yeah, a little breather room across the board. Good time for Dixie to be coming to the table now, too. She's going to be stretching for this. Going to lose a little bit of accuracy. Get off that rail. She might be able to work with that. So take this top right here, and then shoot for the 8 bottom right-hand corner pocket. You're going to roll forward a little bit unless you use bottom, and which I don't think is going to be good for you. I don't think the 8 goes in the right-hand side pocket. So there you go. Good try. Ooh, 5 ball sitting in a good spot now for that top left-hand corner pocket. Miss Amanda for team. That was defense back to the table. So any projects and stuff you're working on your stream, on your YouTube?
So I just got back from Montreal.
Yes, sir.
And that was a blast. I actually that was where I first got to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Had an amazing time. The players there were awesome.
It was good.
Yeah, got a ton of footage. Been editing every single day, and I'm like, every day I'm like, I'll be done soon. And then I look again, I'm like, oh my God, I still have so much footage. But yeah, we'll have the Montreal video coming out soon. We're gonna have obviously the Southeast Challenge video coming out soon. A lot of footage that we're gonna be dropping. Had a little bit of a hiatus there for a little while. My father got sick, so.
Sorry to hear that, brother. Yeah.
Think some things are more important, and I was like, all right, you know what? I need to step back from YouTube for a little while.
Yep.
Take care of family and everything. But now that kind of got everything smoothed out, got more personal time, I'm definitely going to have some more videos coming back onto the YouTube channel. So definitely check out Stroking It Billiards. Next few days, next couple weeks, we're going to have a lot of content dropping.
There you go. Very nice. Love seeing a time out there, and what a good opportunity right here for Miss Dixie.
There you go.
Great opportunity. 8 ball, bottom right-hand corner pocket.
Nice and easy.
And
Great
a good out.
shot.
Yeah, well played. Miss Dixie striking blood first for Team Krusty Q's. Well done here. Guys, also don't want y'all to miss out. Sweet little raffle right there for the wonderful SVB Q-Tech Q. Q is worth right around $700 retail value. Cash App BJax Inc. That is Cash App BJAXINC. $10 per ticket. Proceeds go to help the wonderful tournament here, guys. This is what helps pay for stuff like the room here, pay for me to come on down, all that kind of stuff. Everybody that is working here from a professional standpoint, guys, it takes a lot of money to run these tournaments. So if you want to support the tournaments and you're really loving it and enjoying it, and you want a chance to win yourself a beautiful sweet Q, you got to be present. We'll put your name in the bucket, but definitely take advantage of that, guys.
$10 for any Q-Tech. That's a steal.
Well, I was telling Chad earlier, I was like $700 Q, $10. Oh yeah, 70x on my money. I like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'll take a swing at that one.
Nice return on investment.
Yeah. Derek asking if we can take a peek at table 7 here. We are staying on table 1 right now. If and when table 1 finishes here, we get a chance, or if there's, like we had one earlier where like there was like a quick little break between the 2 players real quick to run to the restroom. Both agreed, you know, then I'll switch on over for you. But for right now, we're going to stay over here.
Ooh. Scratch on the break.
Oh, unfortunate. Luckily, no early 9 right off the bat to be able to be had. Miss Brittany back to the table here. That was Eric for the Krusty Q's. You can tell by the wonderful yellow team shirt. They're cheating there for me. I love it.
I'll tell you, in these captains tournament formats, controlling the break is huge.
Oh, yeah, it's very important.
It's always big and pool, but I mean, when you're just playing one rack with somebody, keeping the ball on the table and keeping the cue ball out of the pockets, big.
Yep. Yeah, I would much rather have a dry break, keep that cue ball to center table.
Yes.
Than give up control and give that ball in hand.
Absolutely.
So it gets to be a little risky, and especially like you said, in the one rack. I mean, the first thing I talked about right off the bat, I was like, "There's no early 9s on the table, so we're okay." But if you start swinging wild, how many times are you going to play the odds against yourself? You know.
Ooh, nice hit.
Very good job. Unfortunate on the leave here, but you know what? That slice was gorgeous. Mr. Wayne Kelly, what is up, my good sir? How are you doing, brother?
She hit that really thin. It's a little bit softer. 2-ball probably would have stayed behind that little cluster right there.
Oh, that would have been nice, wouldn't it? Good little defense. Really?
Ooh.
I mean, tell me your thoughts here, Max. But honestly, with the first 3 matchups for both teams being skill level 4s, I think it's really going to come down to which 4 has like the defensive battle in them to be able to start getting those. I'm going to say more consistent wins.
Oh yeah.
So
defense is going to be huge in this match.
Yeah. Jim saying on the YouTube side didn't think she could see that much of it. I didn't either. The camera angle always always is off a little bit here, I'll say. But Wayne Kelly, you're fired from stream here. This man done come in here and chat and said, "Fix go eat some Texas Roadhouse." You know that man's fix go have those darn rolls with the honey butter. Get out of here. Oh, my Lanta. Goodness gracious. This is why we don't have nice things in this world.
I know. Better bring me some.
Wayne, you better buy a ticket for that Q-Tech Q now just because of that. Oh, my goodness. Logan and them, Christian's Angels is playing right now. I don't know how their matchup's going. Everything just started about 20, 25 minutes ago, give or take. So we haven't been long into this round, but they won their first round, so they'll still be good no matter what here.
I'll be honest with you. This might be one of those shots where I just hand them the ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let them break it up. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. The risk of, if you got a good hit, the risk of breaking everything apart was big and still opening up a shot. The worst part, though, is if you didn't get a good hit, still broke it up enough to where you left the ball in hand, and again, an early 9, like.
It's even worse.
Yeah. Richard over here cheering on Team Emerald Coast. Love it. Love getting to have the the Panama City crew on the live stream. I just love how many APAs are represented, to be honest with you here. And also a huge shout out to Kim and High as well for Lincoln Osceola APA again, the APA formerly putting on this tournament.
Yeah, that is one of the cool things I love about playing in APAs. When you go to some of these tournaments, especially when you travel, you know, like Canada, I'd be in the elevator and ask somebody, hey, where do you play out of?
Yep.
And then you just get into a conversation about, oh, I play out of here, oh, I play out of here, oh, what's the pool hall you play out of like? What's the culture there like? You know what I mean? It's really cool to get to interact with people from other pool halls.
It really is. It's awesome.
Okay. We'll get right up on it. Gotta jack up over that 8-ball now.
I just realized Miss Brittany's shirt there. She's got a little, well, it's Stitch and Stitch, but one of them's got a Jack Skellington face mask on. I love it. I love it. Negative, Zach. No score on Christian's Angels, brother. I haven't been texted or anything. Y'all got those people's phone numbers, though. Y'all send a text message, update me in the stream.
It's funny, that's actually my name whenever all of our score sheets come out.
What is?
Stitch Fowler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's actually really funny because my player number is 00626. And somebody, I never even thought about somebody one day, we were playing a team and they were like, oh my God, you're so lucky, your player number is 626. I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, that's Stitch. Stitch is Experiment 626. You're so lucky.
Yeah. I love it.
Which is pretty, if you know me, that's very befitting.
There we go. Should have love in chat. Should have love in chat.
I hope I don't jinx this, but out of all the people I've seen play today, I may have just jinxed it. I was just about to say, he seems to have the table roll down more so than some of the people I've watched shooting today.
It's true. It does seem like he feels pretty comfortable. Yeah, that's always a problem too, right? Whenever you get somebody kind of free stroking a little bit, you see that, like, you don't see the extra weight on their shoulders when they're walking up to the table and everything. You're like, yeah, you're a dangerous opponent. Dangerous indeed. Room is still popping, man. I love it. It's been like this all day long since 7:30, 7:45-ish this morning.
Yeah, this has been a great tournament.
Very nice shot by Miss Brittany there. Only downfall is the leave that she got. There's a lot more new faces coming in the stream here. If you're not familiar with this format, let me know. We'll give you the rundown. Look at this.
Oh.
Row your boats. 50-yard line. Darn if you do, darn if you don't.
Do you go for the bank or do you just pinch it against the rail?
So I'm actually going to kind of split the rails. I'm going to hit the right-hand side of the 9, send the 9 to the left-hand long rail, send the cue off to the right-hand long rail. It's kind of the way I like going. I don't mind the pinch, but what I found is that sometimes, especially on these 7-foot tables for some reason or other, I found a lot of players that are willing to do the one-rail kick and somehow or another just getting good with it.
Yep.
And I'm like, dude, like what? Like that pinch was awesome. Like, that wasn't bad.
Come down into the other pocket.
It's rolling. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's not a bad lead, though. I mean,
it isn't. I had a guy I used to play with who always used to say, 2 rails never fails.
2 rails never fails, yeah.
For those type of banks, he'd always say, go 2 rails. It might go in the other pocket.
Zach, you don't count. You know what the format is. Zach's just bragging because he just won our team captain tournament back home. Him and his team captain team. That man goes to Vegas. He gets to go represent.
Congrats.
Yep. We'll be chasing them around in the fall.
Wow. Oh. Flirting with disaster.
Oh, man. Krusty Q's up, which I think this may be a first so far today. I don't think we've had a team come off the bat be up 2-0. It's always went 1-0 and then 1-1 right off the bat, I think, almost consistently throughout the day. So this is at least a little bit different here.
Coming out strong.
Yeah. Jamie here versus Kelly coming up. Kelly over there Getting ready to rack here. Keep in mind that the just like an APA here, although it's going to feel a little weird because it's your first time at the table against your opponent, but the team that won the last rack is the one that breaks.
Yes.
So, again, your immediate jolt to get the tables be like, boom, let's get a ball to lag. And you're like, wait a second.
Yeah, as APA players, there are a few things that you almost have to, like, reset your brain in these captain tournaments, like 9-ball. You know, we're so used to, like, okay, how many more points do I need?
Yep.
And then when you get in this, and it's like, no, it's all about the 9-ball. The strategy changes a little bit.
It does. And especially, like, if you think, too, as well, if you watch a lot of higher players, so this, I'd say skill level like 7s and above, you know, if they have a chance to swing for an early 9, but they still have the chance to get the rest of the balls on the table and they feel good about the run, they never swing for that early 9. They're going to they're going to eat up the rest of those points, just like Miss Pac-Man on the big screen there. She's going to eat up all those points she can get here while the ghosts are running around. Same concept. Whereas in this, the moment they even see an inkling of like a carom shot to that early 9, they're like, swing.
Yep.
And you're like, goodness gracious.
Yeah, sometimes when I get asked to do a timeout, you know, by like a 2 or a 3 on my team, and they're, you know, playing 9-ball and they're going for a bank or something, I'll be like, here's what I want you to do. Hit it like it owes you money.
Yeah, dude, I just want favorite things. I'm like, you want to put some bottom on this, but it only owes you 2 months of rent money, not 6 yet. So you don't overkill. Whereas other shots, I'll be like, nah, they're a year behind. Clobber them.
Hammer it. It'll go somewhere.
Right. Rocket ball sometimes is a strategy. Who's Debbie over here acting up? Sam over there saying, let's go, Kelly. David for Jamie. Love it. Love it. Show up, guys. Give your team spirit here. We've had good streams, good chats, very respectful streams all day long so far. Keep it up, guys. Y'all have been impressive.
That's a great leave.
Talk about impressive here. Goodness gracious. Just enough to clip that 15.
It's so funny. It's just like when you watch one of your teammates play and you're like, oh, there's no way they can see that.
Yeah.
And they hit like a third of the ball and you're like, oh, my God.
Kale's like, I can see a little bit of it here to work with. Now, I will say Jamie at least did good limiting options. Limiting options is a great thing as well. You know, again, that's another smart way to play defensive shots. You kind of gotta judge, you know, what your opportunities are for defensive shots. And you know, I'm not saying that you don't want always to get the snooker and you know, get yourself ball in hand afterwards, but also like you gotta be happy with some of the things you get out of it. Like,
oh yeah.
You know, I'm not going to give them a shot on any of the rest of the stuff here, but I'll leave them a very tough shot that's, like, maybe it's only a 10 or 15% chance they make it. If they make it, cool. You know what I mean? Like, give them the claps, the snaps, say, hey, high five, here you go, great job. But, you know, there's a lot of times where you can really be like, I am going to do my best to decrease whatever odds I can of you at the table.
You know, it's funny. A lot of people think a defense, that was awesome. That was awesome.
You get this to replay for this one, Kelly.
That was awesome.
You can't even be mad at it. I literally just said rocket ball's a thing here. And
a little carom right here.
Boom. It was like, excuse me, T-ball, you're in the way of my play.
I'm just going to scoot you in right here.
Look at this. While we were waiting on the quick instant replay, here we are. Kelly's already swinging at the 8s. Goodness gracious. Kelly came for business. That's what I'm talking about. Team, that was defense with an opportunity here to get the first point on the board. Ooh. Good try, though. Brandy in chat says, that's Kelly's signature shot.
Been teaching her that for years.
Like I said, you can't be mad at it here. I love the attitude, though. Love the attitude. I love when you see players walk away from the table, big smiles on their face, by the way.
Yeah.
This is good. Plus, got a little Aerosmith playing in the background, too.
You know, and it's like you said earlier when you were talking about, you know, the defenses, like a lot of people think a defense is only, oh, they can't see the ball.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you don't really have anything and you just say, you know what, I'm going to leave, you're going to be able to see it, but I'm going to leave you a difficult shot. And if you make it, hats off to you.
Yeah. Yeah, one of my favorite things I saw earlier today is literally we saw a defense here from one of the players where they on purpose made the other person's ball because then all that was left was the one set of problem balls, and so that person was making that last object ball of that player because they're like, I don't want you to have anything else to swing at. I want you to break up this problem because it's both of our problems because each player had one object ball mixed in the dealio here. And keep in mind, too, per the rules, right, the defensive shots is all about you not wanting to continue your turn at the table.
Yes.
Right? If you accidentally make something, that's okay. It's still a defensive shot.
Yes.
Right? It's about your intention. So that's smart there. There's multiple different defensive shots to be able to play here. Looks like a flag is being waved. Guys, I will always encourage you to, anytime you want to get a shot watched, tell the player first, then seek the ref second.
Yes.
Player first, ref second. I've seen a couple of downright arguments happen.
Oh, yeah.
From them being like, oh, they already took the shot. Like, I was trying to get watched. They never informed me. You just got somebody in the background running around like a crazy person looking for a ref, and the players got their back to them. They ain't got eyes in the back of their head.
If you're just waving a flag behind my back like a madman and I take the shot and you get mad, it's like, hey, dude, like, I don't have eyes in the back of my head. You got to say something to me.
Just give me the 4-1-1. Like, hit me with the dealio.
All right, we got John Blaney, one of my good friends, getting ready to watch this shot.
John's been doing a great job refereeing for the day, too.
Oh, man, a little harder. That might have went.
Tell you, I mean, Kelly's really putting a little bit of the vice down here on Miss Jamie. Ooh, careful of that bottom like that.
I'm telling you, exactly what I talked about earlier. These tables, they just slide.
Chili said I might have to explain to the kids what 4-1-1 is. Oh, man. Well, back in the day when phones had a bunch of cords and you'd have one that was like, I don't know, it's coiled up and could go like 50 feet around the house.
Before Google.
You know, back when you used to call the movie theater just to find out movie times, you had to wait for it to cycle through the entire voicemail to figure out what your movie times were. And then, of course, one of your siblings said something right when you were like, was it 4? Was it 5:30? Like, I was waiting to hear it. Oh, my Lanta.
Remember back in the day watching the TV Guide channel?
Yep. TV Guide channel. Fell asleep a couple times on the TV Guide channel.
About the time you get on there, the channel you're waiting for is already passed, so you got to wait for it to go all the way back through.
You're like, why's there got to be 60 channels on here out of nowhere? I just need Cartoon Network. I got to know what's fixing to play. Cartoon.
Ooh, you got to be careful not to scratch.
I'm not as worried about that scratch here unless Kelly makes something like crazy happen here. Just don't go put a bunch of bottom. You should be fine.
Okay, she hit it nice and easy.
Oh, softer.
Yeah, you just want to move that 8-ball closer to that corner pocket.
Carrie on the YouTube side said, love the TV Guide channel. In my day, you had to dial 0 and ask operator for info. I'm going to hit you back even old school. My grandmother, my sweet Mama Jones, was an actual telephone operator back with the switchboards and had to sit there and hopefully.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep, with actual switchboards. Plenty of people don't even have a remote clue what that is.
And my family always talks about growing up with a party line.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just give this a little bit of oomph. Get back down for. Oh, no. Oh, and she got a good leave on the 7. Ugh. It's not a great feeling when you get perfect shape on the next ball and you just barely miss. Ugh. All right. Looks like that was defense is back in the game.
There we go. Needed that point badly.
still got a lot of pool to go.
Chili over on my YouTube side said, as good as the Simple Days were, definitely no live pool streams back then. You darn Skippy, there was no live streams of pool at all, much less the thought process of being able to hop on this random place on a phone or tablet of some sort. Talk about Star Trek, goodness gracious. All right, that's what we're living in right now.
Think back then too, like, you get in a new town and you just having to ask, like, hey, where's the closest pool hall?
Mm-hmm.
Where can I go get a game in?
Love it here. Jimmy saying good job to Kelly. That was huge. I mean, guys, that's the, again, there's like shifting moments in the matchup, right? The difference between it being 1-2 versus 3-0. Yeah, one feels way different than the other. Way different. And this feels just fine, like nothing crazy is going on right now. You just kind of focus on your game as the individual player. You don't have to take a lot of stress on your back here. What a break.
Jeez Louise.
Leave something for the rest of us. Goodness gracious. Going to do a quick instant replay of this. And that was Mr. Curtis there for team that was defense. Mr. I here checking in on us, make sure see if we need something to drink. I love that. One of the toughest things is sometimes it's hard to want to break away from the live stream and walk away for a moment and get yourself a fresh drink and step away for a second. And I always appreciate those that come and check in on the live stream, man. It means a lot.
I know, knowing my luck, the one time I step away for 2 seconds, I come back and everybody's like, you just missed the most awesome shot.
You'd be like, no. Why couldn't you have waited? I'm just kidding. Miss Melanie here again. Skill of force. This is where things get off kilter a little bit. Curtis is a 5, Melanie is a 4. So we've had nothing but skill of 4s up to this point on both sides. And then for the last throw up here will be Edward versus else of my handwriting's not so bad. Versus Sean, sorry.
Oh, that is what you did not want to happen. Oh, you wanted to miss that 3. A little kiss, put it over on the rail.
Oh.
Okay.
Bag over there on the Facebook side saying, let's go, Mel, get that point back. Yep. Yep, looking to have Krusty Q's up 3-1. And really, I mean, I don't think we've had a single team up 4-1 going into the second set of matches. Almost everything again today has been 3-2, pretty much. Yeah, I think all day. So it'd be interesting to see.
I've been noticing walking around, talking to a lot of teams and watching the matches. Seems like every person that I know that I talk to, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? They're like, it's hill, or like, you know, they're on the hill and we're down by 1. Like, a lot of nail biters. You know, I haven't really seen any blowouts, which is great. That's kind of cool. You want to see. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's nice. Get your money's worth out of a tournament. You know.
Oh yeah.
The thing I always look for is bang for the buck.
No, I'm sure the teams that are playing are like, forget you. I want to blow out.
They're like, I'm ready to go back to the hotel room and relax. No, luckily, I mean, this is the last bout of the day. I mean, it's supposed to be 7 o'clock, an hour into it. I'd probably say most tables are anywhere from 3 to probably 5 racks into their matchup at this point.
Oh, 2 rails.
Whoa. Oh. Never fails, right?
2 rails never fails. Telling you. Those long banks like that, just give it a little extra oomph.
Man, she's got to do some work for this 7, though. Oh, she drove right between the 8 and the 9 ball. It could have flipped over. What you doing here, Max?
I'm trying to think. I don't know if she could play like a little stop shot and try to get the cue ball to stop right up against the 9. But then again, it's so much distance, it's going to hit the 7 pretty hard.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Get out of here.
My Lanta.
Get
hold
out.
Hold that thought. I mean, mean, what a Wild Wild West swing that was.
What are you doing here, Max? Forget what I'm doing. She said, watch this.
Where's Florian at? Somebody's stealing his trick shots over here. Call that man up. Oh, my goodness gracious. The Krusty Q's isn't crusty at all with that. That does count, Chili. As people like to say, slop does count here, but we're an amateur league. I always like to preface that. Some people get a little cranky pants about it. It's amateur league. Anybody can swing wild on this stuff, so. Mario chat. Mario said she's been watching me play.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I
That was
love it.
awesome.
I love it. Edward and Sean up to the table here. Goodness gracious, Miss Melanie getting that last one here, up 3-1. We got to simmer down now after the shenanigans. Chili said, I thought I had to call all 8s and 9s. All 8s, yes. Yes, all 8s. Absolutely. 9 ball, nope. You can have early 9. You can make it in any pocket. You do not have to call it. Oh, my goodness, that was funny. This should be Mr. Edward here.
Wow.
Beautiful shot.
Just when I was about to say, really the only problem on that whole table is the 7 and 10 breaks it open.
There you go. Mr. Jim there, under name What Comes Next on YouTube. Absolutely right. Mark your pocket on the 8. 9 ball doesn't need to be called an APA. And, guys, I cannot stress it enough. Please, for the love of all things awesome, mark your pockets for the 8 ball. Please.
Oh.
Beggar over there says, let's go son-in-law Edward. Awesome. Look at that. We got some good family in the stream, Max.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'll tell you, some of the biggest, how do I put this? Not brawls, I want to say, but arguments I've seen have been people not marking the 8 ball.
Yeah. It's such an easy thing to solve. It's such an easy thing to solve. Like and I love the ones that always have custom pocket markers. A buddy of mine used to use little Thor's hammer. He had that one, and it was nice and heavy and just a lot of fun and stuff. And I'm like, man, I was like, way to make it fun and exciting.
Oh yeah.
We're doing a live stream for Jacksonville APA this upcoming week. We're discussing a little bit of like some bylaw change and stuff for our local area. And Mike Kelly came up with a great idea here to raffle off this wonderful little She-Hulk mobile, and it's the Barracuda, and comes with a little She-Hulk figurine. It's a fun joke, but it's all about us telling them about your favorite captain in Jacksonville APA and like what makes them a good captain. But Kelly was like, yeah, use I say all this because she's like, yeah, an 8 ball, use it as a pocket marker. I was like, that's going to be hilarious if somebody puts that little Barracuda She-Hulk mobile on the corner of a table to mark a pocket.
I'll tell you, some of the pocket markers people have just crack me up.
Mm-hmm.
They're awesome. And it'll be funny because you'll have some people that have, I mean, the smallest little pocket, like a thimble, you know? And then you'll have other people that have, like, these, like, Funko Pops, like giant
100%.
pocket markers.
100%.
I don't know if I call it definitely not putting that in your pocket.
Right. Chill was saying he'd have to have somebody remind him. Great fact here about APA. It is not a timeout to tell your fellow player, not even about your opponent, but your fellow player, say, don't forget to mark your pocket.
Yes.
That is allowed.
Yes.
It is in the rule book.
Don't forget to mark your pocket, and in 9 ball, you're shooting at the wrong ball.
Yeah, shooting at the wrong ball is a great thing to say. And even 8, in case you forget whether you're high or low.
Oh, yeah.
Like, wrong ball.
I've
your
seen
low
that.
balls.
I've seen that so many times. You know, someone's playing 9 ball. They're on, let's say the 4, and they get up ready to shoot at the 5 ball, and somebody on their team, hey, you're on the 4 ball, and somebody on the other team, that's a timeout. It's like, no, actually it is not.
And Max, I don't know if you know about this, but with the rule book being as digital as now, they've really increased the search menu on it, and the search menu on it works so beautifully well for finding out a lot of this stuff.
Oh wow,
now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it has gotten tremendously better over, I would dare say, a short period of time. So whoever in APA is working on that has been. Thank you so much as a fellow captain and player in the game, and just somebody that likes to be able to look up rule books because they change. They get updated, guys. Go figure here, right? Some new information comes out and things get updated. and it's easy to take advantage of. So
And I'll tell you, it's pretty funny on some league nights when you don't have a league operator around or a division rep, and a rule comes up, and every Joe Schmo in the pool hall comes up. Oh no, it's this way. No, it's this way. People getting, huge arguments over rules sometimes.
yeah.
So that is good to know. I'm glad to find that out.
Yeah, it's definitely nice here. Gary on my YouTube side saying chalk is suggested to not use as a pocket marker here, but not against the rules. I do believe you are correct. They'll even tell you that it's not recommended to use, but you can still use it. Very good point there, Gary.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're not allowed to use money.
No, can't use money.
Yeah.
Can't use money. And the reason why on that here, very simplistic, we're not about gambling here. We're amateur league. So you use the money, looks like you're gambling on it. That's not what we're about. Not the point.
Oh, nice.
What a slice. Phew. I love this here. Edward's getting a lot of love in chat. But I do see a little bit. I see you there, Gabby, here, bringing on some love here to Mr. Sean. It was great to briefly talk to the teams earlier with getting the live stream up and going. So, again, you guys really are showing up, showing out. I love it.
Now, it is funny with these tables. One thing besides being fast that I hear a lot of people say is, oh, man, the pockets, they're huge,
Yeah.
these big valley pockets. And, yeah, it's great for the object ball, but when that cue ball is moving around the table, especially with the speed combined with those huge pockets, you're seeing a lot of scratches.
Yeah. And these pockets are not the normal valley side. I forgot what somebody was talking about earlier, but because these being the Dynamo ones here, and I don't know if they modified these as well further. I don't want to misspeak on that. But I do know Mr. Chris Happel was talking about it earlier about these pockets are not the typical valley size pockets that people are used to. They're not the quote-unquote buckets, if you will. That's why I love it, too, whenever I saw people make some assumptions when they first walked in. And I had a glance and was just staring at the table for probably all about 5 to 7 minutes. I watched a couple guys hit back and forth on this first table, and I'm like, rails are really responsive. Tablecloth is fast. I saw a couple rattles already in pockets. I was like, these are different. These are not your mama's valleys.
Oh, no.
So,
And, let's be honest. Sometimes people will talk smack about certain, like bar tables and stuff. But if you've been shooting, let's say, on, diamonds, for a long period of time or something with really tight pockets, and then you go out with your friends to some bar and they've got these just like an old valley with like horse trough pockets. It's so fun to shoot on.
oh, it's a blast. It's a blast.
Every once in a while, it's nice to just pick up a Wallabushka, get on there, wipe all the cigarette ash off the table, and go for it.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I love it. I love it. By the way, talk about wiping it away here. Mr. Sean is running away with this table a little bit, and
He's getting a nice little run going.
yeah, he is. Getting a little wind in his sails.
It's going to be interesting to see how he gets shaved. Oh.
Very unfortunate there. Oh.
A lot of
Yeah, a little loudness going on over there, a little celebration. Saw Mr. Sean come over and sit down and kind of shake his head a little bit. He's disappointed in that.
Is he going to try to, power draw this back?
If he's not straight in on it, I actually kind of like a little force follow here instead. But,
Yeah.
it depends. Some people are better at drawing than they are at force following shots. And you got to go with what you're comfortable with. But
Hard to tell how straight in he is.
oh, it's getting wild. Zach updating us on the Jacksonville team saying Christian's Angels were 2-2. See, again, everything's just been close. If there's been a single 4-0 at that point after 4 racks here, I'm gonna be surprised. Because I haven't seen it, I haven't heard it. I've been watching some of the scores come through, and everything has been, overall. I think the biggest one I saw was a 7-4 victory.
Oh, wow.
Right, everything else has been 7-5, 7-6, all that kind of stuff. But Debbie's telling us we did have a 7-0. There was a shutout today.
Oh, wow.
Only 1, 2. Let's see here. So we've had all 64 teams played. So there's 32 matches. So 2 out of 30. So 1 out of 16 times today it's happened.
Mm.
What an out here. Well played by Mr. Sean. Huge, huge, huge. Oh, I like that little snaps there. Give him some snaps. That was good. He needed that, though. I mean, again, that we're going into the next round of matchups here. We're rinse, wash, repeat, and Dixie and Amanda come back to the table. It's 3-2. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at all. So,
staying in it. It's one thing in these tournaments like this, you cannot get down when the other team gets ahead.
yeah.
Mentally, you gotta stay in it. I tell, if we're in tri-cups or world qualifiers and we're playing 9-ball, and you get that one person on the team that as soon as the other person gets ahead, they start getting down, or if the other person's winning by a lot, they're like, oh, it's over, I'm like, look, don't even worry about winning. I just need you to close the gap.
Dude, oh my gosh, say it again.
I would much rather you lose, 7-13 than 17-3.
Yes.
Like, I know you're upset and I know you're behind, but let's just close the gap a little bit and get us some points. Don't even worry about winning. Just get us some points.
Yeah, it's such a massive. Like, people don't think about it, but every time you go up another point, it's a 2-point swing. It's not an individual. It's not one. It's a 2-point swing. I know your team score only went up by 1 point, but you took the point from them too.
Yes.
They're both happening at the same time. It's very important to know that. Very, very important here. All right, Miss Amanda up to break here again. For that was defense. Oh, we almost had a 9 on the snap. Almost really caught your good side, Amanda. Guys, we would have had a boom on stream here. On the stream. I wanted it. Debbie wanted it. Golly, we all wanted it. Ugh. Well, that was a delicious break, though. Nicely done.
Good look at the 1-ball.
Jim over there on the YouTube side saying nice break. Yes, it was. Chris Daniels, yes, your dad's team is still playing, brother. They'll probably still be playing for a solid hour plus. Even if a team gets shut out, they got to go through 7 total racks. That's at least an hour or an hour's plus worth of play. I mean, you could assume up to maybe between throwing, people getting tables, breaking, about 10 minutes per rack would be, I'd say, pretty on par. So.
Oh, my God. That was awesome.
Oh, no. Chili said a buddy of his lost the match last night because he made the 8 on the break, but also scratched. He said he went from real happy to real sad real fast.
Terrible feeling.
Nice little 3-8 combo coming up here. Oh, no, she went for just the regular bank?
Oh, wow.
Dude, she's feeling good. She swung that mighty hard.
I was just going to try to bank it into the 6.
I thought so, too.
Into
Or the 8.
the 8.
8, yeah, bottom 10 corner pocket, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. That's why I was like, yeah, a little combo wombo time. But Miss Dixie here again for Team Krusty Q's.
Good lead.
Yeah, she can work with this. Main thing is if she makes this here, she's going to want to pot the 5-8, but leave the 5 in play.
Yeah.
To get back over for that 6 ball. So I'd like to see a little slow roll action here.
Nice little tap. You don't
Yeah.
need it.
Oh, she swings it.
Yeah, those shots. He's nice little tap. You don't want that 5 to move away from the pocket.
Yeah, just let it go on in there. Pull a little Adam Sandler in here. Be like, go home, ball. Don't you want to go home?
Tap it in.
Just tap it in. Can you believe they're making a second one of that?
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Yep. Uh-oh,
It's
off
gonna
the
go
9.
Off the 9 into the 8. Oh my God.
Money. Now she's set up exactly how we wanted Miss Dixie to be set up.
Nice and easy.
I know you are, Chris Daniels. You love your dad, brother. I feel like she's feeling such energy after that break. Like it's transferring to every shot that she's taking right now.
The adrenaline's going.
Yeah.
You
Bump it good. Oh, no. Oh. Ethan asked a great question. Where's that? We're at the Moose Lodge. The Moose is on the loose here. Orlando Moose Lodge. We're at the Family Center here, Moose Lodge number 766 here in Orlando, Florida. Chili says a second Happy Gilmore. Yes, sir.
Oh.
Dixie needs to take this and finish this right now. Dixie for Team Krusty Kruse here, potentially face to be up 4-2. And just let that cue ball roll forward.
Telling you.
Playing with fire. Well, that was a strong showing from Miss Amanda for that was defense, though. I think if maybe just a little bit, if she could have just taken an extra second, I would even dare say like maybe even a timeout being called on her for just a moment, just to take the full minute. Like let's just take a second and be like, let's just relax.
Yeah.
Like what's your favorite Pokemon? Let's talk about it. How's the weather today? Right? Like, did you hear that like J-Lo and Ben are getting back? I don't know. Like make up something. I don't care. But like take a second just to do something else other than pool, just to bring everything back down just for a split second. I think would have been golden here.
What'd you think of the new Kanye?
Oh God. That controversy. No, but no, I get what you say though. Yeah,
it is good as a captain in moments like that. Exactly like you said, when you see, because sometimes you make a crazy shot like this, your adrenaline gets so up that you just start boom boom boom.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you see that happen, especially those last 3 balls, you just take a second, just like you said, and say, hey, look, you're doing great. I just need you to take a breath, you're hitting a little hard.
Yeah.
Nice and easy. And then, explain the run out to him. Hey, I just need you to tap into this 5, tap into this 6, and then you got good shape on the 9. And yeah, she gave that 5 ball a little extra oomph.
Yep. Yeah, I enjoyed her energy, Joe. That was a fun rack, without a doubt. Very fun rack. Still well played, Miss Amanda. Keep on rocking it. And get ready to battle out one more time here.
Dry break.
So that was Mr. Eric on the break here for the Krusty Q's. Miss Brittany over here back for that was defense. So funny. I know you said dry break. I still even count it because it just looks like there's got to be something missing off that table here. I mean, you got the 2-5 that doesn't have separation. 15 somewhat close to the top short rail, but clearly still has a 13 ball to get back to it easily. So like, you got a lot of breather room over here for the most part. Like, this is good. It's one of those where you got to really look at the table there. Don't let it fool you. There might be an obvious shot right in front of you, but it might not be the best shot for you. Should be able to go after the 5.
I was about to say. Either go after the 5 or... Yeah, I think she can see it. Just a little bit of draw. Okay.
Clips him on top of the 1. So I'm going to play a little dangerous here. I'm clipping to the bottom side of that 2. Push the 2 into the 8. See if I can get 2 kind of center of the table. Move both those down a little bit. You ain't hitting it hard. You're not looking to make a bunch of movement, but you're just looking to like push them on upfield a little bit. There's a little smidgen. Uh-oh.
Now it's a party.
Now it is a party. That's right.
Going for a combo here. Oh, okay, you can see it.
Good try, yeah. Look at that, too. That top half of the table is actually sitting really well for him right now.
Oh, yeah.
She's got to be careful here. She gives, I dare say, some extra breathing room and movement with that 11 ball. You might be able to go on a pretty good run. Yeah, in fact, I'm probably not messing that 6 and 11 unless I feel like I got a good confident run going on, or I'm just playing a defensive shot with them and maybe seeing about snickering up with the 11 ball maybe in the process. But right now I'm kind of kind of leaving those unless in my gut, I'm just like, I got the run. I can do this. I got the run. At that point, yeah, I want to go for a breakout and go swinging. But right now, I kind of favor Mr. Eric with stripes just based on where everything's at, the extra room. So I say that, though, she interrupts a little bit with his run here and takes over some of the top right-hand corner pocket. That's not too shabby. Got Eric sitting here coming to the table thinking for a moment.
That's another big aspect of the game, especially at our level that gets overlooked, is controlling pockets.
Yeah, 100%. I was telling one of our players this morning about it as well, and I was like, look, when in doubt, man, roll closer to a pocket.
Yeah.
Set yourself up. My favorite storyteller on stream here, I always keep forgetting the exact skill level, but I want to say I think the player was like a skill level 3. And the other player, their opponent, got so mad. They were like, this 3 shouldn't be able to run 5 balls on me. And, like, I'm looking at him like, you gave him ball in hand. Only one ball was a problem ball, and the other 4 were sitting in pockets. They were all like 1.5 inches, 2 inches at most away from the pockets. I said that run was on for anybody almost. I'm like, now granted they had a chance of like maybe following through and following it in or something, but like they were still going to make that ball. They just might make the cue ball extra with it. But yeah, I always laugh my butt off about that. I'm like, set yourself up for success later. Especially when, I mean, look at this. The 6 and 11, you know that you should, in most cases, until that's broken up, you should have a chance back at the table if you're either player. So knowing that, like, start positioning yourself up for success. Oh,
shit, the 8.
Yep, so that will be a ball in hand and a good call on herself here. Good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Love seeing it. Hate seeing that she hit the 8 first, but love the way she just handled it.
I love honesty on the pool table.
It's important. It's important.
I had I actually had a fallout with one of my captains. We were in tri-cups, and I double tapped cue ball and made my ball, and then I walked over and I picked up the cue ball and handed it to him. He goes, "What the heck are you doing?" I was like, "I double tapped."
Yeah.
And he stared at me, and then when I got over the table, he's like, "Nobody saw it." I was like, "I saw it. I felt it." I was like, "I'm not doing that. I don't, you know."
Integrity, baby.
Yeah, man.
No, I loved it. There was a night where I was just looking for the good hit. There was like a one-rail kick I was doing, and it was hard enough as it was. And I saw they got good hit. I wasn't looking for the fact of reaching a rail. And so my opponent didn't even notice it. But, again, my team was like, hey, you didn't hit a rail. And I had to go do it. And the other girl was like, well, I don't know if you did or didn't. I'm like, I trust my team. They're like, they're not going to call like a BS call on me about it. I said, and she was like, well, do you think you hit a rail? I said, I think I wasn't looking for the rail. I said, I think I was looking to see if I was going to get the good hit. I said, so I can tell you for sure, I made contact with my ball first without a doubt in my mind. And she was like, well, yeah, you definitely did. And she was like, but do you think you hit a rail? I was like, again, I trust my team. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, they're the ones calling the foul on me. I'd rather have integrity in the situation. I don't think somebody's just going to make that up out of nowhere. Like,
100%.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, here you go, ball in hand. I'm not worried.
Got the 11 up against the 8. Now she's got both her balls.
Yeah, Chili, there's no such thing as being too honest, man. You know, we all love to play this game, right?
Oh, yeah.
And one of the biggest things is we all want a fair shake at the game.
Exactly.
Right?
100%.
So call the fouls and quit thinking the boogeyman's out there to get you all the time, too, that, you know, that everything is going on and people aren't calling fouls 24/7 about things. Also, the other thing, too, I told a lady last night as well. I watched it happen right in front of me. She was worried that the guy called a watch hit to shark her. And I left out. I said, let's go with this both ways. I said, let's say that he didn't, and if you assume positive intent, then you're not worried about it. I said, but let's go with the reverse here. Let me say that you're right and that his goal was to shark you. How's it sharking if it doesn't work against you? It doesn't make you mad. I said, then it's just him blowing up a lot of hot air, ain't it? She was like, yeah. I was like, exactly. I was like, so either way, you're in control of that situation.
Yeah, 100%.
I said, so stay in control. Like, even if you're like, man, they just did that to shark me. Boom. Done. Over.
Who cares?
It's squashed.
I know I always laugh when people are like, I hate when they call a ref. Somebody's standing there watching my shot. I'm like, I hate to tell you, but you have an entire room full of people watching.
Yeah. 100% do.
Oof.
I love it. Great conversation from chat, by the way. Love the YouTube side, especially with Chili over here saying reputation's more valuable than a win-loss record. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. I would much rather have taken the loss from somebody and somebody be like, man, I really want to play against him again in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Than me have gotten the win and then be like, I hope I never come across that guy again.
You don't want to be that guy, and every pool hall has one. That guy where it's like, oh, you have to play so-and-so. Oh. You know, it's one of the great feelings when you come off a table, especially somebody you play for the first time, and regardless of who wins, you go over, shake their hand, and they're like, man, I had an awesome time playing with you. I can't wait to play you again.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great compliment.
Yeah, David, I get tired of I'm going to call it the magic S word. You all know what it is, but calling people a sandbagger, man, I hate hearing it a lot. I'm not saying there aren't bad people out there in the world, man. We know it. We live in an imperfect world. We know this as human beings, without a doubt. But I really wish just some people would understand that there are some people that have good nights, and there are some people that have bad nights. We shoot all around.
I have nights where I'm like, man, I can't miss. And then next day I'm like, man, I cannot make a ball.
Dude, one of my favorite nights in pool I used to play on Monday nights. We had a 9-ball doubles and singles league. So on one day we played 9-ball scotch doubles. The other one you play regular 9-ball team singles. And I just came off of doing live stream that whole weekend. I probably streamed about 40 hours. And so, I was pumped, ready to be on the table. We've been playing on the 9-footers at Cue Ball, and that's where I play out of, and had a great time. And, man, I was really getting down pat this beautiful shot with a little bottom right on it, and I, landed 2 in a row to where, I got perfect shape right back where I want to be. And, man, that's ridiculous, man, this, that, and the other. And, finally it took somebody being like, dude, you know what he does, right? And they're like, what? And they're like, he sits in front of a computer screen and talks about people's shots all the time. I said, yeah, and I get so hungry to be on the table that I just can't wait to start doing what I just saw happening, because now in my brain I'm like, I know what to do here.
Yes.
I just watched it happen all, I got this now. And there's certain things I take away, and I'm like, I want that. I want to learn how to have that skill on my belt. And, I was still proud as could be. I was like, look, I don't blame you for being upset. That's definitely a tough shot for me to complete once, much less twice. If you ask me on a percentage base, how much do I think I could make the shot if I was doing 100 times? If I made it 10 out of those 100 times, I would just clap up and down for joy, right? So I'm talking about a 10% ratio of making this shot.
Yeah.
But, I nailed it, and it felt good. It felt so good.
I love it when a plan comes together on the table. It's a great feeling.
Yep. But I think what we can take away from the stream here and what we're getting at here is, man, do unto others, show the respect you want to have.
Oh, yeah.
And treat the people the way you want to be treated. You'd want somebody to call fouls on themselves, call them on yourself.
Yes.
Right? You want somebody to be fair and equitable in all their stuff that they're doing here. Do things fair and equitable towards them. You want good sportsmanship, you be a good sportsmanship. It makes everything go really well. And honestly, APA is all about that, man.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And not to stay on the subject just really quickly, and then I've said my piece about it, but kind of like you said, with sandbagging, does it happen? Yes. Does the word get thrown around too much? Yes.
The boogeyman.
Oh, especially, and I hate to say it, especially in APA, the higher level players are really guilty of, you're going to lose. You're not going to win every single match. And, they'll lose to a 4 and be like, oh, they're underranked. It's like, no, they just, good night.
Yep. It happens, man. It happens. But you know what else happens? Good timeouts right here.
Yes.
So good that the timer's still on the table.
This thin hit. I hope it doesn't go
cross
off the
bank.
11. Oh, she going
No, she's cross banking to the top right-hand corner bar. She's got it marked.
Oh.
Good try.
Oh, and the pocket's blocked. Oof.
Yeah. Good try. I like the attempt, though. I really like the attempt here. And that was Miss Brittany for a team that was defense. I know you are Chris Daniels. Chris Daniels saying a favorite team of Christian Angels here. Again, his dad is the Christian of Christian Angels. The boy loves his dad. That's for sure. Always in live streams asking if his dad's playing.
Yeah, talking about controlling pockets earlier, with that 8-ball being up there near the rail, that 10-ball being there is big. The cue ball gets on that left side of the 8-ball.
Well, this is where you play the game of, if I was her and I had ball in hand, How many different places on the table would I put to be able to make that 8-ball? Well, I would definitely put it on the right-hand side of the 8-ball to take it in that top left-hand corner pocket before he just blocked it. Right, I would have put it on the left-hand side before that top right-hand corner pocket. So now you kind of have the strategy of like, hey, I'm not going to leave the cue ball here.
Yes.
Like, don't leave it there. I may not know how to have a lot of cue ball control, but I know I don't want to leave it here. Zach, give it a call out here again for somebody back home here. He says, I watched the Logan Doggett Lane, How to Never Miss Balls. You don't shoot training videos. That's my pre-tournament prep. I hate you, Zach.
Oh, my gosh.
Logan Lane's in this tournament already playing over there here. He's one of our Super 7s back home and very enjoyable to watch. Going for the bank. Hits it a little firm. Doesn't let it open up enough. Again, you want angles to breathe. Hit them a little slower. The angles will have time to develop. Breathe and open up for yourself. But honestly, she hasn't really changed too much here. I mean, maybe blocked a little bit of access to the 15, but if I was him, I'd probably just bump this 14 closer to the pocket. I don't think I'm actually swinging for this. Yeah. Yep, that's fine. I don't care if she has eyes on the 8, minus being directly behind it. If she has eyes on it directly behind it, can hit it with some bottom to turn it into top and roll the 8 on in with the 15. That's where it'd be dangerous. But past that, if she's on the side of the 8, I'm not too worried about her making the shot at the same time.
Yeah, these are the you want to live to fight another day moments. You don't want to do something crazy and end up scratching, you know.
Yeah, 100%. But again, this is another one of those racks too where the score could be 5-2 after this, or it could be 4-3.
Yes.
One starts again, feel very daunting. One's like, all right, we're still just rolling. Like, things are cruising, nothing crazy. Mario says, shoot him. Shoot him, Troy. Mario, how's it going, bud? Welcome to the stream.
Okay.
That may be dangerous. I don't know if that's going to be dangerous in favor of her or not, because I would dare say that for Eric, the run can definitely be on, and he can leave that 15 for almost next to last. He's got to shoot the 14 or the 11 here first. Which one you going for first? You like 11 first or the 14?
I like the 11 first.
Yeah. I think just depending on the angle, if it's pretty good for that side pocket, because I'm a fan of the side pockets. I kind of like that, but if you're going to go all the way down bottom right, I mean, again, it's tough for me to tell on the camera angle here.
Because also, you know, you make the 11 ball, and then depending on the shape you got, play a little safety, put the cue ball behind the 14.
Yep.
Now she's got to try to do something crazy, could possibly scratch.
Yeah. The reason I liked going after the 14 first potentially is because then you could do, and again, I'm normally not a person to tell you to do combos, but you could do the 11-15 combo, and as long as you don't overroll it, 11's going to sit there in the pocket. And if for some reason or other something else was weird on the table, something else happened, like you could then work on defense if you needed to. But
yes,
I think really gave you a best shot here. Yeah, as I said, if he misses 14's defense, in which it did, it worked that way. Well, she made contact with his ball first here. That would be ball in hand. 8-ball is back out a little bit, and he needs to close this out. He's closed out right here. Chili says, I think he's playing a mini game where he has to set a ball in the 4 corner pockets before making any. Game within a game. I love it. And Chili, yes, this is going on all weekend long, my friend, here. If I remember correctly, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. again is when we'll be starting back up on the live stream. So I'm playing on, what time is it, 7:30 here once we're done with this this table here and rocking and rolling. Plan on getting out of here in a little bit after that. And, well, actually, forgive me. I'm planning on eating some delicious barbecue here because I want that first. I'm planning on calling it an early night myself. It was a long day yesterday between work, drive, setup. Stayed up late, finished up some other work stuff, and then came on in here to get the stream going first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I live about 30 minutes from here in Mount Dora.
Yeah, yep.
So go home, take the dogs out, get something to eat, go to bed, come back, do it all over again tomorrow.
Yeah, my Airbnb is about that far away too, roughly. About 25 minutes, roughly, give or take. But same concept.
Which one do you go for?
So I definitely agree going ahead and take this top right-hand corner pocket, then the bottom left, because then, you know, your 8's close to that side pocket, close to the top right-hand corner pocket. That's the only thing you got to be cautious of is getting clipped upon it, and he was risking the biscuit. Ooh, like hitting the side of this, come off that bottom short rail, back up. I actually like taking the right-hand side pocket. There we go.
Just about perfect.
Yeah. Yep. Can't beat it with a stick, but you can because you're shooting it with his cue. And the Krusty Q's is, well, 2 away. There's 2 to 5 left in this race. Guys, speaking of everything here going on with Q's-wise, don't miss out on the raffle. If you want to be able to participate in it, you don't have to be here to win it. Great chance here because guess what? This stuff is going towards helping out with the tournament here, and also anything over the cost of the prizes will go into the scholarship fund as well. $10 per ticket here. You can cash app BJax Inc. That's BJAX Inc. And cash app here, please. If for some reason or other your cash app like mine is not not my first name here, it's my stream here. Please make sure and include your name in there. They'll put your name on the tickets. They'll draw it. They'll let you know if you win. So make sure and enjoy, take advantage of that, guys.
Nothing beats a new cue. Great feeling.
Not wrong about that.
I've been having to stay away from our friend Randy Sanders with Eastern Billiards is over here showing off some cues, and I've been trying my best to avoid it because I know what's going to happen.
Oh, man. You're not wrong. Sharon back to chat said, yes, that's my son. Appreciate you, Sharon, for being here. Seriously. I'd give anything to have my mom back in the live stream here, so it means a lot whenever I see a parent, more so, and this isn't against anybody, but more so a mom for their son. So glad you're here to enjoy the stream here. If you were the only person in the stream throughout this entire weekend here, and it was just solely so you got to see your son play one time, I would make this drive every time. Every time.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Ball in hand. Jamie took no time to snatch up that ball in hand here because she's looking at that 1-9 combo. The yellow shirt, the 1-9 yellow. Oh, my goodness. We might have a trifecta here. Unleash the power of the sun.
Do you think it goes? Do you think it goes by the 2?
I think I'm going to get down on this line right off the bat just to see first before I even do anything with the cue ball. I'm going to put the cue ball away. I'm just going to get down it like I'm just like shooting the 9 directly. I'm going to look at that first and see how confident I feel. If I feel extremely confident it goes by the 2 without a doubt, I'm swinging for this. If I'm like, I think I can get it to go somewhat most of the time, I'm probably not swinging at this because I'll tell you what's going to end up happening. She's going to hit it good and stuff, and then it's going to hang up in there, and you're probably going to leave your opponent the shot. So it's a tough one.
It's a gamble. I
Yeah.
mean, you do it, you look like a hero. Mess it up, like you said, rattle it.
Oh, she did a little stand up there at the end there. You see a little, I call it the Pop-Tart method with her shot there while she was mid-stroke. Yep, Gary said if you rattle it and they make the 1, the 2 makes these 9 easy, yeah, it all becomes a big risk. I don't think it's worth the reward. Don't get me wrong, Krusty Q's is up. You have a little bit of room here, but goodness gracious, Kelly.
Oh, my gosh.
What are you doing? Kelly's swinging so wild.
Shooting from the hip.
Dude, Kelly has been doing this. This is second time on stream here. Kelly is getting wild on it.
Watch it go in the side. It went in the side.
It went in the side. What is this again? This happened last time. Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
Kelly, the wild swinger. Oh, my Lanta. Kelly Simpson, the wild shot here. I tell you, this is crazy.
3-row bank shot. Let's go.
Oh, man. Oh, I see. Chili said the sandals match the cloth here. She came prepared. I like that. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that was awesome.
Got a thumbs up from Kelly over here. I love it. I love it. Brady said horseshoe. Listen, Amazon may or may not have a monthly subscription for fresh horseshoes. Just saying, when one wears out, you can always have another one. Oh,
my God.
Get another hit into the 9.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness. Come on now. Oh, man.
This is
Watch this swing between the rails and make the 9 bottom right hand corner pocket. Like, okay. Still makes it off.
This has been a crazy rack. Oh my gosh.
I just love Kelly's attitude towards all this. Like, having a blast. Like, even still waving, like, sorry, this, that, the other, but, like, having fun with the whole time.
Oh,
Both teams
yeah.
start cracking up about it as well. Chris over there rooting on Jamie. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed.
Watch out for that side pocket.
Watch out for that tree. Oof. Mm.
Just kind of stun it. A little bit of bottom right.
Yeah, you right. A little bottom right there. Just do the trick. And again, just give it the confidence swing. Give it the confidence swing. You don't want to baby this. Say months of back rent again. Maybe 1 month. 1 month back rent. I was worried about that quarter pocket. Cabby says Kelly cracks me up sometimes. Shooting wild, yeah. Shooting very wild. Kelly should have that as the nickname on the back here. The Kelly, the wild shooter. Kelly's not shooting wild right now and in good position on this 9. And Kelly needs this rack here. 5-2. Loss here. I don't want to say guarantees doom against that was defense, but golly, having to come back from 6-2 is
A little daunting.
yeah. I don't want an uphill battle like that. No. Okay. All right. That's not a bad place for it to be. That's still a tough shot. That's still a tough shot. We'll see though. Jamie might have a lot to say about how tough that shot is or isn't. Might have a little trick up her sleeve here for this. I've seen a couple lower skill levels out of nowhere. Just stay over there flexing. I've seen a couple of lower skill level players out of nowhere that know how to pull out this shot right here.
Oh yeah. It's really narrow bank.
Narrow bank it.
A little bit of inside.
You can still clip. Yeah, you can still clip it over. You can definitely still clip it over. Gabby says you're gonna miss like that, right? I agree. David said, defense, Jamie, I know you'll try that bank. They're looking at it.
You can either go for the bank or you can just lot of left, clip it, just barely clip it, put it on the middle diamond, send the cue ball down the table.
Sit there on that left-hand long rail. Roll, 9 ball. She's got a little distance at least to her favor. 2 diamonds away from the bottom left-hand corner pocket. Not a gimme. That's a tough timeout, though, right? Like, that's a tough one. That's almost one of those where I think it's very beneficial to be like, hey, what do you want to do here? Because I can give you 2 good options. What is it you want to do? Because I'm going to trust what you want to do more from a higher percentage standpoint because you're going to believe in the shot more.
Yes. I always ask, whenever I call a timeout on one of my players, the first thing I always ask them is, what are you thinking right here?
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. But I tell you, I got to give Miss Jamie's props here. I mean, again, that was a tough shot to go after. Takes a lot of grit, a lot of nerve to go after that shot here. And again, she didn't leave a gimme for Kelly. This is a tough one. But not too tough here. Kelly got the win there, 5-3. Right now, Krusty Q's still up.
I'm a little disappointed on that 9 ball. Like, there was no 3 rails.
Right? Oh, Valenta, you ain't wrong about that.
That little run she had, 3 or 4 balls that were just like.
It did.
Oh
it was hilarious. It was hilarious. It was good, though. It was a good, fun time here.
I love it.
Up next, Miss Melanie here, captain for the Krusty Q's here, versus Curtis. Keep in mind, of course, that was defense Curtis here. We'll get to break here as his team just won the last rack.
Oh my gosh. That 8-ball was wanting to go over towards that corner.
All right. The nosiness in myself had to ask about something that was going on over at the table here between a couple of league operators. We were just talking about doing to others as you want to. A team's getting nominated for good sportsmanship here, which I'll find out the team name in just a moment. Miss Davis said it was one of hers. A bad hit happened. Nobody saw it, and the player still picked up game ball in hand and called it on himself. And even everybody was like, wait a minute, what happened? And he was like, no. He's like, it was not a good hit. It was bad.
Good on.
They're like, are you sure? And he was like, yeah, ball in hand.
See,
isn't it amazing?
that's what we like to see.
Love
man.
it.
That's what we like to see.
Oh, let's go.
Integrity.
This is a 30-minute last call. If you want to get in on the 50-50 raffle or the Q stick, we're going to shut it down for tonight, and we will bring it back tomorrow.
Good old 50-50.
Gotta love 50-50 raffles.
30 minutes.
Gotta love some 50-50 raffles. They are fun.
It was funny, me and Eileen, hopefully she's listening to this, we play at Fat Cats out of Mount Dora, and we had a little streak there where I'm talking literally like 12 50-50s in a row. It was either me or Eileen, and they came up to us, no joke, and we're like, can you two please quit buying tickets, because no one's buying tickets anymore, because they're like, oh, Max or Eileen's going to win it. So we sat out of them for, there for a long time.
Love it. Oh, a little celebration on the table next to us. Let's go.
My man Rusty.
Let's go. Rusty right next to the Krusty Q's. See, that rhymes. That worked. See, a couple things I don't like on this table, but overall, it's not bad. It's not bad. He can work with this a little bit.
Got the short little Jason Shaw stroke.
Yeah. There we go. Beautiful shot.
All right.
Nicely done by Mr. Curtis there.
Up against the rail, a lot of green. That was nice.
Yep.
It's funny how sometimes when people are close up against the rail like that and they have a lot of green, they think, oh, I got to hit it so hard. And it's like, no, the cue ball will make it down there. You really don't have to hit it that hard.
That cue ball likes to travel, man. Frequent flyer miles. Well, I just like going after the 5 here and then actually coming back, taking the 1 to the 3. I'm a fan of really clearing out one half of the table, kind of draw a line in the middle there and pick one half of the table. Oh, I would have tried to hold it, though, which may not work for me as well, to be honest with you here. I didn't realize the angle that he had as much to head down like he did. It was pretty steep. Chris Daniels, I have no clue, brother. No clue, man. Ask Zach that question in chat. He's been keeping up with Christian's Angels and updating us in the live stream on it. I'm assuming not, because I still see like Ben and Wendy and April over there, which looks like they're still watching that match. So.
It's going to be an interesting little run to see the little cluster in the corner.
That ain't a bad start for Miss Melanie here. Not a bad start at all. But I agree with you here. What is that, 7-11? And now that's the 10 or 12 ball here. Definitely 12. There's the 10 next to it. So You got Clusterville, USA here. Towards this bottom right-hand corner pocket, indeed.
Now, do we know where these two teams are out of?
I know for sure one of them is Miss Debbie's here, Panama City, which is that was defense.
Okay.
Let's see, 3 through 4. Well,
Nice.
Mr. High and Miss Debbie here finding out for us where League 334 is out of.
Nice shot. Nice pocket speed.
I do love a little pocket speed. Huge fan of it. In fact, in Vegas is when I first learned about pocket speed and how to shoot it, and I started like clinging to it really good at a lower skill level, and it helped me out so much in my game. Because that first time in Vegas, I was there for 8-ball, and that was the year moved up from a skill level 4 to a 5, and in 8-ball. And although I was nervous all get out that first rack, man, I was a nervous wreck. The very first matchup I went like to the point where I'm shaking and talking rapidly and stuff. Had to have my captain calm me down. But after everything was said and done, the last matchup I went up against a fellow 5, and was so happy about it and having a good time. Oh, David says Okeechobee, Treasure Coast. Thank you.
Okeechobee.
David said Okeechobee, Treasure Coast.
Yeah, it's funny when I was a lower level player, I'd miss some shots, and somebody on my team would be like, "Oh, you would have made that if you would have hit it a little softer," and I'm like, "What the heck are you talking about? I would have made it if I hit it softer." And then you go up and skill them, and you realize like, "Oh, now I understand what they mean." Like that pocket speed's huge, especially on tighter pockets, man. Some of these, if you're used to playing on bigger pockets, you go, let's say, play on a diamond or something. You're rattling balls everywhere. It's like, well, take a little bit off,
Yeah, same thing with the side pockets. Side pockets on diamonds, for instance, you want to slow roll into those in a lot of cases because then the pocket does the work for you and kind of, I always call it the hungry hippo situation where it kind of jumps out and gets it for you. Obviously, the pocket doesn't actually move, but the slow roll allows the pocket to come into play better for the ball in a lot of cases. So, hey, there you go. Chili said pocket speed was my default. So my issue is really letting my stroke go. What's amazing though, Chili, is if pocket speed is what you cling to, when you start to let your stroke out, it starts to feel so good though. It's almost like Goku throwing off all of his weights off his body out of nowhere and getting like stretch his legs for once type deal. Like for all the wonderful nerds out there like myself here, and clearly my buddy here laughing his butt off at that one. We're nerds. You caught the reference, but it's almost like the training wheels came off, or like Forrest Gump's. Like the braces ran off, and now nobody starts booking it. Like, it's the same concept. Like, it starts to, like, naturally it feels good.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, man, like, I just rode between the rails. Like, I followed through really far on that. Like, it felt so good. Tough shot here. Goodness gracious. He thins it in perfect. Oh, what a shot from Curtis. Very well played. Curtis, the rule of 3, buddy. The rule of 3. It's in play. If you don't have the run, you leave 3 balls on the table. I would hit this 3 ball and bring it all the way down here to the bottom left-hand corner pocket. Not to make it, just to bring it. Leave our eyes on that 11. Let her swing at it. He can actually manipulate this and get the breakout here. This is tough, but it is possible. My worry is just the distance that he has.
Good coach.
Yep, timeout being called here. It almost looked like he waved him off there for a second there. Guys, I'll just remind you one very important factor about timeouts here. Your team says anything to you about it. Hey, you want to talk about this? Hey, do you need some help? Hey, let's take a timeout. Stuff like that. That's automatically a timeout. Like, it's already been called. So whereas you as a player, you can then raise your hand and be like, hey, or whatever. You can raise your hand, but you can be like, hey, team, like I want a timeout. And they can look at you and deny it, and a timeout won't be charged. A lot of people don't realize that. There is good rhymes and reasons on why to do that sometimes. You know, sometimes you got players already going after the right shot, or maybe they're so stuck and you're like, dude, there ain't a chance this world. I'm gonna get you out of this. Like,
yeah, let's save it for later.
Save it for later. Like it's chances are gonna be rough.
It is funny once in a blue moon when when a player goes, turns around, hey, timeout, and the captain just goes, no.
Yeah.
Sometimes the look on their face, like, what do you mean?
They're like, what did I do?
Wow.
Goodness gracious. Look at that leave. That was mean. He's getting a piece of coal in his stocking for Christmas after that one.
Ooh,
ball in hand.
In the back, okay.
Although I don't think we'll see it. Keep in mind, the stalemate rule could come into play, guys.
Only ever had it happen to me once in a match.
We had it happen on the live stream the other day. It was actually quite interesting when it did. But it just came down to the fact both players, again, player A handed ball in hand, player B immediately handed it back. A stalemate. Like, the moment you're not willing to take a shot here, you both aren't. And, again, it's not. There's all these pretenses. People are like, well, they got to do it 3 times. Or is it? No. You both are refusing to take a shot. Look at that. Good job. Ooh. Good job. Cut this bad boy on down, bottom left-hand corner pocket, go up to the top short rail, back down, 8-ball seam, bottom left-hand corner pocket. Win the day. It's not easy to do. He's got a lot of distance to cover. He's got a strong shot here. It is a back cut. I would dare say it is a tester. Ooh, watch how far you're jacked up on it. Get that top, though. Come on. Back down. Back down.
Wow.
I didn't think it was going to be on the left-hand side of that as much.
Get right up on it.
There's a little room. Beggars can't be choosers, I guess.
You could put a sheet of notebook paper between it.
Oh, man. Bow.
What are you going for? Are you going for the bank, or are you just trying to put the cue ball up the table?
Part of me loves to magically swing for things I shouldn't swing for from time to time. I don't like this. I don't like this one, though. I'm thinning it. I'm going just straight up to the top short rail. 8 should block or come close to blocking the access to 11 ball. There we go. Slow down, cue ball. Slow down. That's it. Just like that.
Wow.
Just like that. Smooth criminal there, Curtis. I see you, sir.
Great shot.
Curtis has been following my How to Shoot Like a Pro from Behind the Screen here, Volume 5 series. Don't miss a shot behind the screen. Yep, Gary's like, just roll the 8 to the rail and the cue up. Yep, 100%. Tell them haters got to hate now. Beautiful defense indeed. That was very, very well played here. I think this exhausts both of our timeouts officially here. Yeah, so yeah, this will exhaust both defenses here. We will not have another defense this rack. Eric over there says, let's go, Chubby! Oh, Chubby.
I tell you, for people who visit Florida, especially for the first time, we have so many cities that are, with Native American names. And it's so funny. I work at a resort, and we'll have people all the time, oh, Okeechobee. Ever been to Okeechobee or Kissimmee?
I can't say nothing, man. When I used to play paintball back in the day, and we pause this message to bring you a defense.
That was well played.
That was nice. Look at that. Fist bump to her, too. Good sportsmanship.
Nice.
But no, there's a place in Georgia called Little Wussy, Georgia. And the way it's pronounced is as if I'm calling you a little wussy. But it's like Luduc, something other, W, something there. It's interesting how it's spelled, but it is pronounced as if I'm like trying to call you out. Like I'm like, what you going to do, you little wussy? Like the way it's pronounced. It's weird. It's wild as can be. But I'm with you, man. Some of the names here are definitely tough for some people that are not from here. Sit on it. That's perfect. That's fine. He's fine. That's a great shot. That's a great choice. If she goes into this, it's double kiss. You get it watched. The other risk she runs into is if she goes after this and goes to hit, which she's got to hit up table, there's a risk for that side pocket or corner pocket to come into effect.
Yep.
They are going to call a ref just in case. I don't blame them.
John Blaney.
Look at that. It's like we got to see him a moment ago.
One of my fellow Fat Cats pool players. Plays out of Mount Dora.
Yep, Gary's saying someone needs to come watch this. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it's... Oh, Lord, that Karen goes straight towards that side pocket. Oh, she got it. She lands it good. What a shot. Wow. Wow, Louisa. That was impressive. Now, I mean, it was tough. That was a very tough shot here to get enough energy to the 8, not risk the scratch on either the side or the corner. I mean, look at where, like, it went straight to that pocket point on that side. That tangent line was like begging to go towards that side pocket. And you better believe, of all things, where you couldn't set up that shot 100 times and make it into that side pocket if you had to, this would be the one time today where it's like, guess where that key ball went?
Side pocket. Feed me. Oh, man.
Well, with that being said, that was Melanie and Curse here. They will not be back on the table no matter what here at this point because they were matchup number 4. So we're going to matchup number 5 again, Edward versus Sean here. Team Krusty Q's up on the hill here. So, but yeah, we'll have them. We'll go back to Dixie and Amanda, Eric versus Brittany, and flirting with the 9 on the snap.
Wow, that would have been an ender right there.
That would have been over. Oh. But yeah, we'll go back through matchups 1, 2, and 3 if team that was defense continues to win.
Man, let me tell you what. Definitely want to make sure you get a piece of this one ball and do not scratch. That 1-9 combo is like...
it's begging.
Ugh.
Begging. It's like, what you doing today?
Getting comboed.
Getting comboed, yeah. The nice thing is, again, both these teams are in the winner side bracket, so no matter what here, whatever happens, we'll still have both these teams in the tournament. But again, we will have 1/4 of the tournament done after tonight's over here for this last round. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It's tempting. It's tempting. Oh, Deshaun, go for it. It's sitting there.
Well, he had the right idea. He wanted to get rid of He's like, okay, if I can't hit the 1 for sure, let me get rid of that 1-9 combo. What does he do? Creates a new
1-9
combo.
Yeah, you're right.
Ugh.
Oh. Chili, I love your engagement between you and Gary and everybody on the YouTube channel, by the way, guys. Y'all are phenomenal. Nice 1-9 combo out. Beautiful. Well, that brings it up a little interesting. 6-4. Again, matchup 1, 2, and 3 left in this battle potentially here. Back up, Dixie versus Amanda. And Amanda almost had that non-snap moment ago. She's going to be playing 8-ball this time around. But let's see if we can get a little bit more of that fiery energy that she can have and maybe just tone it into a clear fire shot here. But we'll see.
You know, I'm really surprised, especially seeing, being that they only have to play 1 rack. I'm really surprised we're not seeing a lot more people in 8-ball going for the break from the side, trying to get that 8-ball in.
Yep, I agree. You do not see it all the time.
Yeah, I don't pull it out too often. I don't want to be that guy every break is going for the 8 on the break, but at the same time in this, in 1 rack, I'm probably going.
Yeah, you swing for it. Yep. All right, Dixie versus Amanda here. Amanda up to break for team that was defense.
Uh-oh.
She's bringing it over to the side. She said, wait a second. Hold my cue.
Did we bring it into fruition?
Get that second ball break. Hold it down. Looks like he hit a lot of the one ball by the luck
Yeah.
of it.
She actually hit so much of the one, I was actually really surprised that she got the spread she did.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'll see sometimes people go for that break from the side.
Yep.
You make full contact with the one, and you only move like 3 or 4 balls around
Right.
the table. Like just enough for it to be a legal break.
All right. Got a little action on the table now.
Ooh. Ooh. Side pocket. Danger.
Right.
Love the T-shirt, by the way.
Everybody's got some fun ones for sure. There's been a lot of really, really good team jerseys today, too. That have been a lot of fun.
Have you ever had anyone on here with a shirt that you had to, like, you couldn't show them play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've had that a couple times on stream where I've had players that either the shirt is inappropriate or just overall dress, I would say, would be inappropriate dress for a live stream.
I got you.
So, unfortunately, it does happen. But yet, not everybody comes to these tournaments here. There's not always I don't want to say there's not a straight dress code. I mean, there is kind of a generalized dress code overall. That's the expectation. But I'd say not everybody comes in here with all their P's and Q's ready to be on a live stream. You know what I mean? So I don't blame them for it. The only ones I blame are the ones like, come on now, this is okay. Like, their shirt just has the big F word on it. I know where you're like, no, that's not. Like,
Knowing you're like,
Like-
that'll be the one person after the match. It's like, hey, where can I watch my match? You're
Yeah.
like, oh, you can't.
Yeah. Like, not today. We try to keep it pretty PG on stream.
It's kind of a unspoken,
Yeah.
like, because you got to think in a way, like, no matter what level you play at, you're representing the sport.
Yeah,
Especially
exactly.
at tournaments like this, you know
Yep.
what I mean? It's one thing you're out just shooting with your friends on league night, but that was a great shot.
It was, sorry.
Oh,
That was such a clean drain down the lane right there, man.
that was the angle she had on it. I mean, thin. A lot of problems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a feeling we got a few innings in our belt here coming up for this one. I ain't against either way. It's just, I mean, you got to work through it all. Honestly, that wasn't bad. Scoot 11 a little closer to that bottom right-hand corner pocket. You want any Bath and Body Works hand sanitizer?
Oh, I'll take it.
All right, well,
Thank you, thank you.
there you go. We both get to smell like 1,000 wishes.
Might be able to break that 5 out with the 6.
Yeah, very true. Listen, bottom do it.
Oof. A lot of side, but
Yes.
a ton of left on it.
She had the extra body English there.
Yeah.
Paint looks pretty on. Oh, it was too. It was close. That was a good try. Even like the little extra kick there at the end. Always want to see pool players do that. Reminds me of like the older days of like playing Nintendo and like you're turning the controller left and right while you're doing like a race car game and stuff. When back then it did nothing for you, that kind of stuff. Whereas now like it does everything, but it's almost like we try to like wheel it in, do like a little hip bump into the table or something.
I had a brother growing up. We'd play Mario. Every time he'd press jump, he would jump. I was like, what are you doing?
He's like, I am one with Mario.
Oh, wow.
Folks, if you are hungry, you can still get food at the window over here until 9 or 8:45 tonight, and then they're going to close that window for the rest of the evening. Tomorrow morning, they will have breakfast. They're going to open at 7:30, so come hungry. The breakfast is usually pretty good. So
Nice. Wow.
Make sure you support the Moose tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I like that. Make sure to support the Moose tomorrow morning. Come hungry. I was told their breakfast bowl this morning. One of my players that's down here from Jacksonville, I really enjoyed it. So
It was great. I
yeah.
had it this morning.
Did
Really
you?
Good,
Yeah.
I mean, let me tell you something. As far as a place to play pool, the food here is great.
Yeah.
And the prices. I mean,
Oh,
the
yeah,
prices of the food and drink here are
Can't beat it.
insane.
Yep. It's been very enjoyable with that. And I'm a huge fan, too. I love the little bar set up over there in the corner. I like it. Just looks very nice, very rustic feeling and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to try to. I forgot to earlier, but I may get some boiled peanuts to go today because I want my boiled peanuts.
I grew up in Ocala.
There you
When I
go.
was growing up, used boiled peanuts like
Everywhere.
mile.
Yep.
Love boiled peanuts.
Yeah, big fan of boiled peanut. I'm a Georgia boy originally, so
Okay.
like I actually grew up with some peanut farmers and everything.
We used to call them, when I was growing up, people in Ocala called them goober peas. I swear.
I love it.
So every once in a while, I'll hear like an old timer say, like, goober peas. And I'm like, you from Ocala? And they're like, yeah.
And Gary says, "Woo, Ocala."
Yeah, buddy. Slow Cala.
Oh, I missed it. Gary said my mom would try to lean into Tetris pieces. That's funny. I could see that being a thing. That Tetris movie, by the way, was really good too.
Oh, really?
Sorry, a little ADD brain moment here, but yeah, the movie about the making of Tetris and getting it here and all that kind of jazz was actually quite an interesting
it
movie.
was like the Russian guy?
Yeah. It was very enjoyable. Ooh. Just go sit there towards that top right. Don't get on the top short rail. 5 ball.
It's off a little bit, I think.
I swear, I feel like these balls aren't listening to us. Amanda here, 2 stripes left at the table right now versus Miss Dixie. Dixie for Krusty Q's. Both with 2 object balls left on the table. And again, a little back and forth like we've been expecting. We kind of called that earlier on with the way the table laid.
Oh, yeah.
So both just working through all the trouble now. There's a little bit of breathing room finally.
I think it goes by the 8.
Yeah, it deserves a good look at it. She got down and shot pretty fast. I think you're right.
Uh-oh.
You know what? I like the speed. I ain't even mad at that.
Yeah.
She erred on the side of caution. That was a good choice.
Tell you what, though, if you want a shot to get good shape on that 5 ball, this is it.
Sheila says, never heard of those before here. Gary says, used to live there in 2004. Gary used to live here in Ocala. I say here as if we're physically in Ocala right now, but hint, hint, oh, roll. There it is. Whoa.
Wow.
This may be it here. This is Miss Dixie for Team Krusty Q's on the 8 ball. Her team on the hill.
I wonder if she has a timeout. I wonder if this is like one of those shots where you just go to and like, hey, take a breath.
Yeah. I mean, as long as I see her do a pre-shot routine, if I know what that is as her captain, I'm leaving her be. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Team Krusty Q's. What an out. Nicely done. Winning 7-4. That's one of the more significant wins of the day that I'm aware of, minus the Miss Evie was calling us out earlier here, telling us that there was 2 shutouts here. you want to say a couple things to stream here real fast here and
yeah.
close it out?
Yeah, first off, Tim, I just want to say thank you very much. This was fun. This was awesome. I really appreciate you letting me sit with you, do a little bit of commentating.
Yeah.
And I had a great time.
As always, brother.
If you guys can, check out Stroking It Billiards on YouTube, Facebook, and then stroking.it on Instagram. We're going to have merch coming out soon, so check us out. And really just the whole reason I started the channel was just try to put some reinvigoration into pool, get more people playing, bring a little extra, spice back to the game.
Little oomph, little something.
Little je ne sais quoi, you know what I mean?
There we go.
But yeah, we appreciate the support, guys, and definitely check out my man. Obviously, you already are, but this guy, I love what he's doing.
Appreciate you, brother.
Your name is spreading very fast in the pool community, and I have a lot of respect for what you're doing, man. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, man. Very blessed to be here and do this. Chat, for those that know me here, you know what I say here, but we're going to close the stream out here. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Get some rest as always. Well, we want to be the ones to get you to enjoy watching billiards again. See y'all tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Take care here live from the Moose Lodge in Orlando, Florida. Good night, y'all.